Hey folks, and welcome to Dr. Ryan Talks for part 2 of my vlog about my diet with me, Ryan. So in the first episode, I talked about why I don't do diets, my principles around food, and why food is so much more than biology. If you didn't catch that, then you can find a link in the description below. In this episode, I'm going to be talking through a bunch of tips that I use on a daily basis to create a positive, sustainable approach to food. And as I kind of mentioned before, this is a vlog about my diet. It's not a weight loss vlog, but these are principles that can be used whatever your goals are. So the first one, cook from scratch. Okay, so spending hours in the kitchen might not be everyone's idea of a relaxing night in. And if the thought of cooking a meal from scratch stresses you out, then don't forget, the more you do something, the more fun and the easier it gets. And what could be a better investment of your time than learning how to feed yourself well? Not to mention the sense of creativity you can get once you're confident in the kitchen. The next one, cook and eat with others. Friends, family, housemates, whoever. So what's great for me now is that cooking together and eating together is catch-up time. It's debriefing time about your day. And we know that sharing a task can improve social relationships. And failing all that, many hands make for light work. And who doesn't want someone to share the washing up with? Next is keep it simple. Unless I've got a dinner party of 10 coming around and I'm looking to impress, most of my meals have a hands-on prep time of an hour and the vast majority within 30 minutes. Doctors aren't alone in working long hours, and the last thing I want to do is spend 4 hours in the kitchen chopping. Next, variety is the spice of life. Do you see what I did there? You won't find any unseasoned skinless chicken and boiled vegetables on my plate, because at the end of the day, food is about enjoyment, and no one wants to be eating the same dry meal for 5 days a week. Next, make a meal planner. So this is something that I learned from my mum. Sit down and make a plan of the meals you're going to eat that week, and then sit down and make a list. This saves time during the week because you won't be spending every day going to the shops and looking around disillusioned about what you're going to cook tonight. As well as that, you're likely to just go and buy the things you need, which should save you a bit of cash. Geek alert, my own little upgrade to this is doing it in a spreadsheet instead. That way you can look back at all the meals that you've had previously, see which ones work, see which ones don't, and keep the variety going. Which leads me on to my next point. Take leftovers to work. Okay, so if you're savvy, then taking your meal to work ensures that you're going to be having a nutritious meal in the middle of the day, and you should be able to save a few pennies too. You're way less likely to go out and try and buy that $2.99 meal deal if you know you've got a satisfying meal in your bag. And what's more, I normally manage to squeeze about 3 portions of veggies into my meals, so that's 6 of your 5 a day from 2 meals. Done. Which leads me on to my next point. Eat more vegetables. Yeah, okay, so you've probably heard that one before, but hear me out because it's probably the most important. Eating school dinners, working in restaurants, and seeing what we serve patients in hospitals, I've really learned that we don't give vegetables the respect they deserve when we cook them. A lot of the time they're boiled to a pulp with no seasoning, and if that's your exposure to vegetables growing up, it's no wonder a lot of people grow up thinking that they don't like them. Now don't get me wrong, kudos to the kitchen staff in schools and hospitals. You guys do a difficult job with very few resources. But when you're up against manufactured food with added salt, added sugar, added colour, added flavourings, added God knows what, food that's literally designed to make you want to eat more of it, it's no wonder most people don't want to add decimated vegetables to their plate. And what I'm hoping to do is add a load of super simple recipes to get vegetables back on your plate and reclaim their place as the diva of your dinner plate. And the bottom line is, if you want to make changes to your approach to food, it's all about making small changes over a period of time. Sustainable change doesn't happen overnight, and aiming to be practical and achievable is way better than trying and failing to be perfect. Forget. Then don't forget. And done within la la la.